Okay guys, I decided to come and film just like a quick get ready with me. I am going to a friend's house for New Year's. It is her very last one here with us here in Hawaii. She is moving to Vegas and we're kind of bummed, but bigger and better things for her, so congrats. So I did just go ahead and set, I did my face. I used my Il Makiage foundation. I baked under the eyes. I used my Sharp tape. Heart-shaped tape. If you hear my kids in the background, it's because they are here, and this is real life, guys. It's getting ready with kids. You'll probably hear my dogs bark. It's life. I went and set under my eyes with my Revolution baking powder. I did my brows. I used the Anastasia dip brow in ash brown. Now they do look a little harsh right now, and that's because my look is going to be a little dramatic, so I wanted my eyebrows to be a little bit darker and more full. I did set the brows with my Control Freak from NYX. And then as for the face, I bronzed it up a little bit. I am going to do a little bit more when I'm done with the eyes, but with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in, I don't know, this one. And then I set the rest of my face with my BH Studio, my BH Cosmetics finishing powder, and then a little bit of the HD setting powder as well from NYX. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyes with you. Yeah. Okay, so I have already put the eyelid primer on. It is the BH Cosmetics waterproof eye primer. It's actually one of my favorite ones, and it's so cheap and affordable, but it does the job and it works really well. I also put some baking powder underneath just so if there's any fallout, especially because I'm going to be using glitters, I can just kind of wipe it away later. Ignore this, literally like I said, getting ready with kids is not easy. Okay, so I am going, this is going to be kind of like a first impressions video thing as well, because I am going to be going into the Aphrodite palette by Bad Habit, and this is more of a dupe for a dupe for the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, just like how the Athena palette was the dupe for her Desert Dust palette. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one today because there are a lot of really deep colors in this palette, as well as a lot of shimmer. Okay, so I am gonna first take a very fluffy brush. This one is also by BH Cosmetics. Again, it's like one of my favorite brands, super affordable. And then I am gonna go first into this color here. Its name is Koi, and I'm gonna run that around my whole lid here, just to kind of set the primer. I don't want a sticky base yet. I want everything to blend easily. I don't want to be sitting here working for 5 hours just to blend out my eyeshadow. And the smoother the base, the easier to blend. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and move on to another fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M503. And then I'm going to go into this color Admire. It's like a nice brown. And I'm going to run that right in my crease. So I do like a windshield wiper, and then I just kind of slowly make small circles. That way it blends out the edges at the same time. Kind of a 2-in-1 step. You get the color put on and then you blend it out at the same time. It's one of my favorite and easiest ways to do this. Nice little transition color. Going on the other side. So same thing with this palette as the Athena palette. There is a little bit of fallout, which is not a big deal to me. It's whatever. Okay, so same thing on this side. Windshield wiper back and forth just to go ahead and get the color down. And then I just kind of circle ahead and bring this one up a little higher. I always end up bringing my eyeshadow up higher on this eye. I don't know why. And then I have to like go in and bring this one up higher too. So we'll do that. Okay. All right, going in with the same brush. I am gonna go in with a deeper brown. So, correction. I'm gonna go in with this color here. It's called Jealousy. In the camera, it looks a little more brown. In the palette itself, it does look more like a maroony auburn type color. And I'm gonna take that just a little bit lower than I did that first transition shade. And then now what I'm doing is I'm gonna start working up to build this gradient effect on my eye. Okay. Okay, and then same on the other side. Again, lower than the other transition shade, but we're building a gradient so it blends down nicely. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of quickly clean this brush off. I'm gonna go back into that first color, Admire, and then I'm gonna go right along the edge of that second color that we used just to blend out the harsh lines. Just like that. Same on this side. Clean that brush off. I can literally do a whole look with just this brush. But I'm not going to. So I'm going to go into a smaller brush. This one doesn't, I think it's brush number 8. It's from BH Cosmetic. It's just a small little, it's a good fluffy crease brush. So now I'm going to go into a darker color. So I think, debating here, I'm going to go into this color here. Yeah, this one here. We'll go into this one. It's called Seduction, so it's like a really rich cocoa brown, and this is gonna literally go right in the crease just to deepen that up. I am gonna be cutting my crease, so don't worry about if you get it on the lid, because I am gonna be getting rid of that eyelid anyway. Again, circle, 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 windshield wiper, back and forth. All right.
Where is it?
Okay, same on the other side. Okay, quickly gonna go into that other fluffy brush that we just used, just to once again blend out, but I'm not dipping in this time. I'm just using whatever's left on the brush. There we go. Okay. So now I am gonna take that same little silver brush that we were just using. I'm just gonna kind of clean it off a little bit, because now we're gonna go into the black. Black always scares me, because it's that make or break kind of a color. It will either look really great or it'll look like complete shit. So I'm gonna go into the black. It's called Heartbreak. I'm gonna pack that into my outer corner, just like that. Okay, and then once I have most of it laid down, I'm just gonna drag it slightly into the lid, into the crease.
Why are you kicking me?
No, so he's gonna kick you, join my account onto this, and he's gonna kick himself. Or then he's gonna make a party, and then we can join back in the club.
No, I'm just gonna do some.
Just like that. So same thing on the right side, just pack it in. to the outer corner. Get as much of that color that you had on the brush right there in the corner, and then just drag whatever's left back into the crease. Again, don't worry about what you get on the lid because that's going to be cut out anyway. Okay.
Oh my god, is he alive? Check.
Like I said, this is going to be a very bold, or like, you know, a lot of drama on the eyes. It is New Year's Eve. You want to be like super extra, I guess. Okay, so we have the black down. I am going to deepen it up later, but I think that's okay for now. Actually, wait. See? You have imperfections. The best thing to do is to, like, you know, you do a little bit. If you don't like how opaque it, just keep going in with more, just a little at a time. It's easier to add, and you can. My dad used to tell me this all the time. Of course, it only referred to when we were cooking, but you can always add, you can't subtract. So add. Okay.
Tell me guys said hi.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut my face off camera because that's boring to watch, and it takes me like 5 ever to do. So I'll be back. Okay, so lid is cut. I know it looks a little crazy, but I'm gonna go ahead. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So there's a lot of pretty shimmers in this palette. I know I want something super, super, super sparkly, so I'm thinking I might lay down this one first. Yeah, and then top it with either this one or this one. We'll see. So I don't know how these shadows perform, so I am gonna try and maybe use a packing brush. Where is my brush? Here we go. So I may try to just put the shimmer down with just a little packing brush, and see how it works. I know most shadows or shimmers are better with your finger, which I prefer anyway, but let's see. So I'm going to go into that first dark copper brown. I mean, it picks up quite a bit. You see that? And this is why I have powder under my eyes. Watch, because it's probably going to have a fallout. Just kidding. No fallout. What? So I am still trying to keep that line where I cut very sharp because I want it to be a complete cut crease. So I don't want it to fade into that deeper brown on the top. Actually, I am gonna go over that line with some other glitter liner, so that's fine. Okay. And again, I am gonna have to go in with the black again, the black that we had in the outer corner, just to make that line right there blend together. And this went on really good with a brush. I'm super shocked. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Look at that. Ain't mad about that. Sorry, I'm really bad. I can't talk when I put makeup on. Is anybody else like that? Like, I feel like I can't concentrate if I'm talking too. Let's see. So this shimmer eyeshadow is really good. I mean, I'm sure it'd be a lot more foiled if I used my finger, but for me, picking it up with a dry brush, it's really good. Okay, packing that on there. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my finger because I am gonna be using one of the other brighter ones to kind of put over the top of this to make it sparkle. Or should I do loose glitter? No, we'll just stick to this palette. I don't know if I want to do the brighter one or if I should do this one here. It's like a really really shimmery sparkly glitter gold or copper. No, let's do that gold right here in the corner. So picking it up on my finger, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this over the top. It's probably just gonna intensify everything, which is totally fine, which is the point. Yeah, you see that? Now when you use your finger, there is a whole lot more fallout. I am getting it like over here on my nose. Yeah. Same on this side. This light in front of me here makes me look extra white. Okay. Look at that. That's really pretty. I like that idea. But I might just put a little bit of a highlight color right in the middle. So I am gonna go into the shade right next to it, which is called Tease. It's just a little pretty, like a champagne-y color, and I'm literally just going like this, but look at all that's coming off. So right in the middle, right on that middle, it just kind of makes it pop a little bit more.
Oh, I totally forgot about the store.
Here.
Okay.
Okay. I am gonna end up doing the lower lash line as well, but I am gonna wipe this away. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that little silver crease brush from earlier. I'm gonna go back into that black and just go over the edges here. That way there's not a harsh line from the shimmer to the black. Kind of just blends in together. And same on this. Oh shucks, I didn't get on off enough. Same on this side. There you go. See? See, I did it again. I can't talk when I do this. My girlfriend would sit here and she'll talk to me when I'm doing my lashes or my liner or anything, and she's like, hello. I'm like, sorry, don't talk to me when I'm doing my makeup. It just doesn't work. Okay, glitter liner. Where is it? Let me find it. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and to fill in that, you see that blank space right along the top here? I'm gonna go in with a glitter liner. So I was debating between this one, which is the NYX Liquid Crystal Body Liner in the color Crystal Gold. This or a silver. I think we'll just do this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and right along that blank space, I'm gonna go ahead and line that with the glitter. Sorry, I'm like blocking the camera. Just like that. Same on this side. Anybody else have to be like an inch from the mirror when they do their makeup? I'm always like this, like, I don't know how I do it.
Just go like that. Right here on my feet.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do my mascara. I don't know if I'm gonna do liner yet, but I'm gonna go do my mascara, my lashes off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll do the water, the lower lash line, the water line, and I'll finish my face. Okay, so I did end up doing a liner. I didn't wing it out or anything because I feel like there's a lot of drama going on the sides anyway, and I wanted to make sure I got a pair of lashes that were thicker on the end, a little bit longer, kind of curly. So I am using the lashes from Tarte. They're called Center of Attention. Super dramatic. I really like it, and I feel like it really pulled the eyes together. I'm loving that liner. Okay, like I said, now we're gonna go ahead and do the bottom lash line. So I'm gonna go back into the Aphrodite palette, taking just a little bit more of a fluffier, actually no, let's go ahead and do a pencil brush. Something a little bit more precise. I don't want it going all over the place today. It's gonna be a very smoky eye. So I'm gonna go back into that black color and run it along here. Make sure you connect it to the top because you want it to go like down and seamlessly meet with your lower lash line, or it's gonna look like you have like a you know, like a blank space. It just looks weird. See, I went mute again. You see, retarded. Okay. Just like that. I am gonna go back in with a lighter brown just to smoke out the bottom a little bit. But let me go ahead and run this black along the lower lash line on the right side. And connect it.
No! I was about to make it. Can somebody help me?
You get it right here. It's like in my eyeball. Then I'm gonna go ahead and clean that off really well. I don't want any more black on that, but I want to use the same brush. So I have like a little cloth on my leg that I just kind of rub it on. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into that dark seduction brown again. So that cocoa color,
Hold that.
get that. And I'm just gonna lightly rub right underneath that black.
One HP, do not let go, I swear.
And it just smooths out those edges so it doesn't look super tight and like blunt. Oh, and by the way guys, I started using this new under eye wrinkle cream. So I was getting really bad creasing. I've always had really bad allergies my whole life, and up until not that long ago I didn't care about skincare, which is stupid, but I didn't. And then I was constantly going like this under my eyes, or like going for broke, just rubbing them. And I live in Hawaii, so there's all kind of allergy shit in the air. So I ended up getting the Neutrogena, the Rapid Wrinkle Repair Eye Cream, and I freaking love this thing. Like that, it's like normal people eye wrinkles now. It's like before it was like lines like everywhere, like all over here had like lines from me just pulling my skin. It was bad. Okay, so I think I kind of want to do a white eyeliner just so I can brighten up the eye a little bit, and then I'll do mascara. For mascara, I am gonna go ahead and use my favorite, where is it? My favorite under like my lower lash line mascara, because the wand is bomb. So this is the Bad Gal Bang. It's by Benefit. I have the bigger one, but I figured I might as well just use up the rest of this little sample one they gave me. So I'm gonna do that. Run this under on my waterline. Do you guys hear them? They sound ridiculous. Just gonna brighten it up just a little bit, because there is some black mascara, you know, on the lower lashes and everything. This white is turning more of a gray, which I don't hate. I guess it kind of matches that smoky under eye thing.
Bro.
So you see how I'm pulling my eye down? I'm not doing it very hard because, again, I'm finally getting my under eye wrinkles under control. So I'm trying to keep it that way. Again, lightly pull down and just run this underneath. Okay. I'll probably go back in later after it dries a little bit so I can add more white. Then again, look at that wand. Okay.
Should I start to get this? I should ask her to get this.
I'm like blocking the camera. See what I mean by I have to be like this to see anything I'm doing? Okay, eyes are done. I am gonna finish up my face. Because my foundation is so matte, and I have oily skin, so I prefer a very matte foundation. That way throughout the day it stays decent, and you know, towards the end of the day, of course, you're gonna get a little bit of shine back in, but that's fine. I am going to rebronze the skin, put some color back into this face. Again, it's going to be that Physicians Formula bronzer. And just put some color back. And I love the smell of this stuff. A little bit underneath. Okay. Next, I am gonna go ahead and do my highlighter first, and then I'll put my blush on top to kind of blend them together. So, Trusted and True, going with Bretman's palette. This is, I have so many highlighters, and out of everything I own, this is still my favorite. It's a good formula. It works for my skin tone, and there's actually a color for everybody in here, really, from light to dark. But I am gonna go ahead and go in with Mahu first. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that because my face, again, is so matte. I do need to put some life back into it. So right here, a little bit on my forehead. See that? Okay. Same on this side. Down my nose. I want to be brighter than the damn fireworks. Okay, so now on top of that, you need to turn that down. Do you guys hear that? Turn that down.
Sorry.
Holy Toledo. It's like screaming. The TV is screaming. Anybody else have two boys? They drive me bonkers. Okay, over that Mahu, I'm gonna go in with Vacation, just to brighten it up a little bit. You see how that, it doesn't, that's why I go over with blush after. We're gonna go ahead with Vacation, and just on the higher points there. See that? Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and use the BH Cosmetics. It's their floral blush in the color Caribbean Coral. It's really pretty. It's got like a coral pink, and it does have a slight sheen to it, not much, but I literally just dab. I get off the excess because this bugger is pigmented. So right on the apples of my cheeks, and then I just kind of blend it backwards. A little on my forehead, there on my nose. Blend out that line real quick. Same on the other side. The forehead again. I do like to bring my blush a little bit closer to my nose. I just feel like it works. Yeah. On my chin. There. And that's pretty much it for the eyes and the face. I do have to set my face, which I have not done yet. I'm gonna go ahead and use, I really have been liking this makeup fixing mist by Pixie. It is so it's a makeup fixing mist with rose water and green tea, and it smells so good. Let's go ahead and use that real quick. And I use quite a bit because that, like I said, that foundation is super matte. So it tends to, like, I feel like it sucks whatever amount of moisture I have back. So this fixing spray feels really good.
It smells really good.
Even Makaha said it smells good.
It does.
And even my other son said it smells good. So it smells very rosy, which is, but not like overwhelming. It smells nice. Okay, and then we are gonna go and find a nice nude lip. Don't know what I'm gonna do though, because my face isn't even dry yet. But I love how the you know, like the setting sprays, you just kind of make everything melt together. Now that harsh, you know, nothing looks super powdery. It looks like I have some life back in my face.
What flavor is that?
Let's see here. So it's I've really been liking these Profusion lip glosses, lipsticks and lip glosses. I get them at Target. They're the best. Like, I really like the way that they feel on my lips. They're not super drying, and they dry down matte, which is super nice. And you can always go over top with it comes with like these metallic lip toppers, which I'm not a big fan of. But the whole set, you get the liner, the matte lipstick, and the metallic lip topper for like $5. It's so cheap, but it works really well. Okay, let's see. I'm debating if I should go more nude charm. Yeah, I think we should go a little bit more nude since there's so much up on the eyes. Okay, if I keep going out of frame, I'm sorry, I have so much crap all on the floor. And it's a mess. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. Allergies. My nose is like running. Sorry, it's gross. Okay, and then same lip gloss. So this one is in the color Charm. So was that lip liner. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, so.
Mom.
This is really nice matte brown. And I really like the applicator. You see how it's like, you see that shape of it? It fits just like perfectly, like, you know, I love it. And again, this is going to dry down matte. You are more than welcome to top it with a lip topper, which maybe we'll try. I don't know. I do have a bunch of the Morphe lip toppers. I know I'm trying to go for a very holiday-y. This is like bold. I don't know, it might be too much. Let's see. Maybe just a little bit. No, that's pretty. I like it. Good choice. So this is the Morphe lip topper in Alchemy. It's really pretty. In the packaging, it's, you know, it's gold, but it has like pink flecks in it. It's really pretty. My puppy's trying to eat everything. So that was a good choice. I like that. Yeah, so I think that's it. I think I'm done. So if you guys want to change the colors up, you don't need to stick with the golds. You can totally do color, which I may do. This may come off and I may redo it. Probably will. I think I want to do something a little bit more colory, but this is, I loved the way it turned out. You know, the liner, the black, the gold, it's really pretty. It's very bold, which I like because I like being extra. But of course it would look better if my hair didn't look like this. Yeah. So it does look cool. I love it. Of course, it would look a lot better once I'm completely done getting ready as well. So I hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve. Be safe. Just enjoy it. It's the last damn day of 2018. Isn't that crazy? I feel like it flew. Like I think my brain is still in 2017, to be honest. Yeah, so you guys enjoy, have so much fun, make good choices, and if you don't, be safe when you don't do it. But yes, happy New Year's. I will see you all in 2019.